Scene 1, take 1, action. It's the opening day for the latest box office production. You buy your $12 ticket, buy a large tub of popcorn for $8, a soda, and go find your seat. You sit there watching commercials for 15 minutes until finally the movie comes onto the big screen. After the film, you realize that you've seen that same plotline before. You leave the theater and a month later, that same film comes out on Netflix. This time, you have your phone out, you're sprawled all over your couch, you pause the movie to go to the bathroom and get some dinner, and come back out and finish the film. Ironically, the cost that you paid for your ticket to see that film in theaters costs the same amount as your monthly subscription for Netflix, perhaps even more. And those blow-em-up Hollywood productions with the same old plot lines, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Whether or not you go to the theaters, Hollywood will find a way to bring their content to you, and in today's technologically driven era, that way seems to be through video-on-demand services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or maybe Hulu. Audiences around the world just like you haven't been impressed with the rising costs of tickets and the content showing in theaters around you. In fact, since the emergence of video-on-demand streaming services, Hollywood has taken quite the hit because of Netflix and Amazon Prime and the original content and new plotlines they bring to your living room. According to Nick Bilton from Vanity Fair in his article, Why Hollywood as We Know It is Already Over, he claims millions turn towards video-on-demand services like Netflix and Amazon Prime when audiences realize for $12 per month or $99 per year, they could free themselves from advertisements in expensive, inconvenient, and limiting theaters. For such a costly price, moviegoers can't text throughout the movie, enjoy a plate of dinner on their lap, can't pause the film to go to the bathroom, refill their soda, and might have a little kid kicking the back of their chair. At a theater, you can't watch a movie however many times you want without paying more, but video on demand, you can see it as many times as you want. Advertisements and commercials before the film might take up to 20 minutes every time, whereas commercials aren't even an option or an inconvenience on Netflix. It's no wonder you and millions others obsess over the latest Netflix original series, whether it's 13 Reasons or Stranger Things or catch up on the Walking Dead seasons. But even AMC Entertainment, who brings you Walking Dead, felt shares falling by more than 27%. According to Mike Snyder from USA Today, in 2016, AMC collected a profit of $24 million compared to spring of 2017 with a net loss of $174.5 million to $178.5 million. It isn't just AMC that is struggling, but Regal, Cinemark, and many other large Hollywood studios. And the reason is there's a whole lot less moviegoers and a whole lot more Netflix subscribers than ever before. Netflix is a bulldog in the video industry. They've become more demanding and exclusive in the face of competition from Amazon and others, and more finicky about what they carry. In the past year, Netflix has begun dropping shows they say weren't performing well, and seeking to cherry-pick studios' catalogs for specific shows and episodes. That means some of your favorite shows and movies are being dropped from Netflix, but there's nothing you can do about it. So what can you do? You can't walk up to Hollywood and tell them to charge you less, or to make better movies. Well, maybe you can, but you can instead force them to change for you. Hollywood relies on theater attendance to pay its actors and its expenses. Without revenue coming in from theaters, Hollywood will go under. Purchasing an Amazon Prime, Hulu, or Netflix subscription may save you a lot of money per month, especially if every time you go out with friends or family you're spending more than $40. Hollywood has already caught on to its losses, and Disney isn't behind, especially with its recent purchase of 21st Century Fox. According to CNN Money, following its Fox deal, Disney plans to remove all of its content from Netflix and launch its own streaming service similar to Netflix. Disney has realized that if audiences aren't going to theaters, Disney has to come to you, and they're going to do that just like Netflix has. So what happens if you keep watching Netflix and video-on-demand services? Soon all the movies will just be brought to you. If more people boycott theaters, perhaps ticket prices will decrease so we can still enjoy a theater experience without financial stress. In order for Hollywood to compete within the revolution of the film industry, they must adopt original and independent films with complex plotlines. Simple sci-fi films based solely off comic strips and books no longer please a demanding audience seeking drama, surprise, new structures and plot twists, and video-on-demand services will overpower these simple, costly productions solely with indie films and original content. Instead of pleading to Hollywood and the theaters to bring you better movies for less, force them to come to you and your living room.